So vouchers are prepared by us after getting or after receiving the source document. On the basis of source document, we prepare the voucher. So source document is the base for preparing voucher. Whose account will be debited and whose account will be credited will be shown in the voucher. So voucher must be serially numbered. Okay, voucher must be serial number. It must be printed in our own name. It is prepared by us in our own name. Okay, and signed by the authorized concerned person. Okay, so voucher. So two things is required for recording the transaction in the journal or subsidiary books. One is your source document, another is your vouchers. After getting the two, we record the transaction in the journal, in our original book of account, journal or subsidiary books. This is the process. So voucher is of two types of vouchers. One voucher is called cash voucher. Cash voucher means all cash transactions. For all cash transaction, we prepare the cash voucher. For all cash transactions, we prepare cash voucher. And another voucher is non-cash voucher. The transaction which are not related to cash, neither debit nor credit. So non-cash transactions are, for non-cash transaction we prepare non-cash voucher, which is also known as transfer voucher. Non-cash voucher is also known as transfer voucher. So cash voucher for cash transaction, and for non-cash transactions we prepare non-cash voucher, which is also known as transfer voucher. So for cash voucher is now divided into two, classified into two. One is called debit voucher, another is your credit voucher. Debit voucher is for cash payment. When we do the payment by cash or by check, then we prepare debit voucher. When we do the payment by cash or by check, then we prepare debit voucher. For instance, payment of salary, payment of wages, payment of insurance premium. Okay, for cash, payment of salary by cash or by check, payment of insurance premium by check or by cash, payment of wages by cash, payment of rent by cash or by check, purchase of assets and payment made by cash or made by check, purchase of investment and payment made by cash or by check. Okay, so any payment made by cash or by check, for that we prepare debit voucher. Credit voucher for receipts, any amount which is received by us in cash or in check. Any cash received or check received. If the business received cash or check, then the business will prepare credit voucher. For receiving cash or for receiving check, we prepare credit voucher. For instance, sale of goods for cash, so we'll receive cash. Sale of old furniture for cash, so we received cash. Amount withdrawn from bank, so we have received cash. So any amount which is received, then we prepare the credit voucher. Okay, and for non-cash transaction, or we prepare the non-cash voucher, which is also known as transfer voucher. Examples of this non-cash transactions: credit purchase of goods, or you can say credit purchase of goods, credit sale of goods, credit purchase of investment, okay, credit purchase of assets, return of goods purchased or sold on credit, depreciation, and writing of bad debts, writing of bad debts. So credit purchase or sale of goods, credit purchase or credit sale of investment, credit purchase or credit sale of investment, credit purchase of goods or credit sale of goods, credit purchase of assets or credit sale of assets. Both you will consider over here. Credit purchase of assets, then credit sale of assets, credit purchase of investment, credit sale of investment, credit purchase of goods, credit sale of goods. Credit purchase of goods, purchase of investment, this also come. Credit purchase of, credit sale of, it's not purchase, it is sale, credit sale of assets, return of goods purchased or sold on credit, depreciation, writing of bad debts. For that we prepare non-cash voucher. So voucher, cash voucher, or it may be non-cash voucher. Cash voucher means debit voucher for cash receipt, a cash payment, and credit voucher is for cash receipts. And for non-cash transaction we prepare the non-cash voucher, which is also known as transfer voucher. Okay. Now see the example of or format of a debit voucher. So debit voucher is at the top, debit voucher will be at the top. Name of the company, suppose our company name is Mrs. Sarda and company is our company. So we'll write our company name in detail, and address, complete address with location, email ID, website, telephone number, whatever it may be, complete address with GSTN number, with GSTN number. So all the information. Voucher number, you write the voucher number, suppose voucher number is 71. You write the date over here. Okay, you know the debit voucher is for what? For cash receive or cash payment. Debit voucher is for cash payment. Debit voucher is for cash payment. Okay. So when we do the payment, we draw the debit voucher. We fill the debit voucher. So voucher number, you write the date over here. Now debit. When we purchase the machinery and payment made by cash, purchase the machinery and payment made by cash. So for cash payment we draw the debit voucher. So debit voucher is for cash payment. So when we purchase the machinery and payment made by check or payment made by cash, then we will write debit machinery account. Suppose machinery is purchased for rupees 4 lakhs and we will add input GST and output GST. This is CGST for central and SGST, this S indicate for state. So central GST and state GST, suppose it is at the rate of 9%. So 9% of 4 lakhs, 36,000. Okay, 9% of this 36,000 and 36. So 4 lakhs 72,000 total. We will write the narration there are being machinery purchase void memo number. You have to write the memo number. Suppose memo number is 121. So write the memo number and total amount is this. This amount we also write in word. With this amount we also write in words. Okay? We also write in words. the same amount we will write in words. Signature of the manager, signature of the accountant is required. Authorized signature of manager, authorized signature of the accountant. Now counterpart, counter folio side, will write received rupees. Suppose we have the person to whom we have paid the amount, that person has received 4,72,000. So 4,72,000, that amount you write in words and affix the revenue stamp and signed by the person who received the amount, because we have done the payment. So who received the amount, that person will sign over here. When we purchase the machinery, machinery is debited, but obviously the cash goes out from our business. So the person who received the amount will mention the amount and the person will sign over here over the revenue stamp. We affix the revenue stamp over here, affix the revenue stamp, and to this revenue stamp, over this revenue stamp, the person who received that amount will sign it. Okay, so this is for the debit voucher. Now come to the credit voucher. Come to the credit voucher. Credit voucher is for when we receive cash. When we receive cash, then we prepare the credit voucher. Credit voucher for receiving cash or receiving check. Credit voucher. Okay, when we receive the cash or we receive the check. So this name of the company, our company name, date. Here instead of debit we will write credit. And suppose we have received the amount through cash sales, we have sold the goods for cash, then we will write the cash sales. Suppose the cash sales is 1 lakh and CGST and SGST is 9%, so 9,000 and 9,000. So it becomes 1,18,000. Okay. Here you write the narration being goods sold against bill number. You have to write the bill number is what? Suppose bill number is 4014. So you have to write the bill number. Write the same thing in rupees, signature of the authorized person of our company. Here the signature of the accountant. This is not required in the credit voucher. This is not required because we are receiving the amount. So this is not required. So credit voucher is also very easy to draft the credit voucher. Easy to draft the credit voucher. So credit sales account. We have received this much amount. In word we have to write it. Voucher number, date, name and address of our company, signature of the manager, signature of the accountant who has authorized to sign it. That's it. This is for the debit voucher and credit voucher. So debit voucher is for cash payment and credit voucher is for cash receipts. Okay, for cash receipt, credit voucher. Now come to the transfer voucher or non-cash voucher. Non-cash voucher or transfer voucher. This voucher is prepared when we purchase the goods or sold the goods on credit, purchase the assets or sold the assets on credit, purchase the investment or sold the investment on credit. Okay, for depreciation, for writing of bad debts, we prepare the non-cash voucher. Okay, the example of non-cash, format of non-cash vouchers are drawn like this. Non-cash voucher will be in the heading. It is for credit transactions. So name of the company, suppose our company is Sarda and Company, address, GST and number, we will write everything. Okay, then voucher number, transfer voucher number. Suppose transfer voucher number 572. Date, you have to write the date. Now the transaction is machinery purchased on credit from Mohan and Company or Sohan and Company. So machinery purchased on credit, so we will debit the machinery account. 40,000 is the value of the machinery. Input CGST and input SGST is 9%. So 9% of 40,000 is 3,600 and 3,600. Total 47,000. This is for debit side. This is for debit. This part is for debit. This part is for credit. So what we credit? To whom we have purchased on credit. We have purchased the machine on credit from Mohan and Company. So Mohan and Company, we will write the Mohan and Company. Then we write the narrations. Being machinery purchased on credit. 47,000 is the total. Signature of the manager, signature of the authorized person. Signature of the manager and signature of the authorized person. And seal of the company. With the seal of the company's seal. Okay. So this is the format of a transfer voucher. Heading will be the transfer voucher, address of our firm, who will prepare this. Every firm prepare their own voucher. So Sarda and Company, voucher number, date, debit, this space is for credit, 47,000, total is 47, manager's signature, accountant signature. This is for your transfer voucher. So transfer voucher or non-cash voucher is prepared at the time of credit purchase or credit sale of machinery or any assets, or credit purchase or credit sale of goods, credit purchase or credit sale of investment, means it is for credit transactions. For cash transaction we prepare the which voucher? We prepare the cash voucher, which is debit voucher and credit voucher. And for non-cash transaction we prepare the transfer voucher. So from the source document we prepare the voucher, and after voucher we record the transaction in the books of account. Is it clear? Suppose we have purchased the goods on credit. So which voucher we will prepare? Cash voucher or non-cash voucher? Goods purchased on credit. Which voucher will be prepared by us? We will prepare cash voucher or non-cash voucher? We will prepare non-cash voucher because goods is purchased on credit. So if suppose the goods is purchased on credit, which account will be debited? Purchase account. Purchase account. Suppose goods purchased for rupees 2 lakhs. So the GST on 2 lakhs will be at the rate of 9%, 18,000 and 18,000. So it is 2,36,000. 2,36,000. This is 2,36,000. And goods is purchased on credit. Suppose goods is purchased on credit from Ram and Brothers. Messrs Ram and Brothers. So Ram and Brothers account will be credited. Narration here we will write being goods purchased on credit. Signature of the manager, signature of this is your transfer voucher. So whenever we purchase the goods or sold the goods on credit, purchase the investment on credit or sold the investment on credit, purchase the assets on credit or sold the assets on credit, we prepare the transfer voucher. Even for writing of bad dates, doing any provision for bad debt, depreciations, okay, any sort of adjustment, we prepare the transfer voucher.